Welcome to Selling Edge. I am Salim Sheikh, sales training consultant and coach. We have been selling face to face, through email, by telephone calls. Today we are going to talk about social selling. Now, before we talk about social selling, let's also understand the most important aspect in social selling is the principle of familiarity. Now, the principle goes like this: the extent to which your prospect is familiar with you or your product, he would support you in that proportion. Support in the sense, probably in terms of scheduling a meeting or in terms of buying a product. So familiarity becomes very critical or fundamental for your selling success. Now, how do you build a familiarity? Now, building a familiarity, you will find there are few things that we can consider. One, first thing is, consistent prospecting. Prospecting is that you are making effort to reach out to different people. You are sending out messages. You are conducting certain events, meetings, all that. And through this, people would know about you. And sometimes, people or the customers do tell you, okay, I think I heard about you. I think I have received your email. I think we spoke some time back. So these kind of responses you will get when you are doing a continuous prospecting. Second thing that you need to be doing, and in fact, you need to develop this particular habit, is, asking for the referral to the customers. And I find many of the sales guys, they do business, but they are poor in asking for the referrals. Once you get the referral, you all know that referral business is much easier, quick, and by asking for the referral, you will increase your base and you will increase your familiarity. Also, a second habit that we need to develop is, introducing yourself proactively. Sometimes we wait for others to do the introduction part. We can proactively introduce ourselves, and that way, it will increase your familiarity. The third thing that you will be doing to increase your familiarity is networking. Now, be a part of some groups. We have different groups with a common interest or some forums. One such example is BNI, Business Networking International. So once you are a form of a group or a part of a group or a forum, you will find that there are numerous members who are there, and that becomes, that will increase your base, and you become familiar in the larger audience. The fourth thing is always talk about your product and company, because people associate you with the company as a brand and the products that you have. In fact, they may not remember your name, but they would tell you, okay, you are from this particular company, I know you. So this association would help people remember who you are. So always associate that. And the fifth thing you can do to get familiar is self-branding. Now, self-branding, primarily what I am saying is, you want to create an image as a professional guy, a person who is knowledgeable, a person who is dependable, trustworthy. And how you can do that, this would depend upon, how you portray yourself, how you present yourself in different forums, what activities you do, what kind of a profile that you have shared with people. Ensure that you get this work done through professional. Your profile is also, is your image. It conveys your image. Sometimes the photograph that you put up in a profile is so casual. Sometimes I have seen people, the dog in their hand, and they put this kind of a profile on a social media. Now, it may not talk about, the kind of business that you are doing, and certainly does not communicate the professional image that you want to create. Also, be professional about the wall that you will create. So, ensure that you have a very professional profile shared with the connections, because many of the connection, when you send a request for connecting, they will visit your profile. They will check all the details, whether the person is credible, whether he is going to be useful, and based on your credibility, they will get connected. So ensure that you have a proper branding done for yourself, by which people would remember you. You will be familiar with them. So these are the 5 things that you will do, by which you will be more familiar, because once you are familiar, once you are known to people, it becomes easier to do prospecting part of it. What are those 5 things? I will repeat again. First is about consistent prospecting. Do all those activities. Some people do prospecting activity only when they have a empty pipeline, when they are not completing the targets. It's not that. This activity has to be a continuous one. Second thing, asking for the referral. Please develop this habit. Also develop a habit of introducing yourself to the strangers. Third thing that you will do, networking through different groups and forums. Be a part of that. Fourth is about associate yourself with your company and your product, so that image would help you. And fourthly, self branding. So these are the 5 things you will do, by which you will build your familiarity. Once you build a familiarity, then you are ready for social selling and social prospecting. Now, social prospecting is a part of social selling, and prospecting is more difficult compared to a selling part of it, as per as me. Because once you get the qualified customer, probably you have more chances of converting those leads. Now, what are the benefits of social prospecting? One is that these are the platform where you can actually ready-made, you can do a branding of your company and yourself. Second advantage, you can conduct a lot of inbound and outbound activities. What are inbound? Inbound activities where you have some kind of meetings, forums or something where customers get attracted towards you. Outbound is something when you approach the leads and prospect for the business. So these activities can be conducted. Sending mail would be an outbound activity. People visiting your website is an inbound phenomena. So these activities can be done in social prospecting. The third benefit that you can get in social prospecting, that you will be aware of the trigger events. The trigger events are the ones these are the events which actually triggers a lot of other activities in the business scenario. For example, there is a new product launch which has happened and you come to know about it, or there is a new company which has launched, something new is happening. So you would know that there are different opportunities which are arising out of it, and you will be able to tap those opportunities for your business growth. And lastly, one more advantage is that you can have a strategic campaign through social prospecting, because a good advantage is that you will be able to actually identify right kind of a prospect for yourself, and then you can have a campaign. So strategic campaign can be conducted for a specific profiles through social prospecting. So these are the benefits that you get. Now when it comes to social prospecting itself, there are 5 C's that we need to remember. First C is connecting. Now of course you need to connect with people before doing any selling activity. Now how do you connect with people? So for which you need to be actually everybody from any background, any selling model you are following. You need to understand what is your customer profile, know their demographics, know their psychographics, which industry, what kind of a people, which stakeholders. So once you know this, you need to create an ideal profile who would probably become your customer and can buy from you. So know your ideal customers. Once you know them, also know where do they hang out. Now in today's scenario, you will find that most of your stakeholders will be preferring certain social media platforms. For my business training and development, I find most of my customers would be hanging out in LinkedIn, right, or YouTube. Now based on that, I will prefer that particular channel, and I will do my prospecting activity more into LinkedIn and YouTube rather than any other channel, because my customers are going to be there. So you decide firstly who is your ideal customer, and secondly where do they hang out, and based on that try to connect with them. So first step is connecting with right profile on a right platform. Second thing that you will be doing in prospecting, social prospecting, is content creation. Now, okay, you have got connection, but what is the benefit that your connections are getting? Actually, they got connected with you because they felt that you will be useful, you will share some useful information, they will get benefited. Now, content creation, second C is content creation, where actually what you do, your expertise, your insight, whatever you have learned, new things or something which is unique, please share it with your connections. By sharing this kind of a content or some kind of a videos, you will find they are very happy that some value addition has happened. So second is about the content creation. Third C is content curation. Not necessarily every time you can have your own new content to be shared. There is a lot of content available on Google or other search engines. You can find some useful stuff, videos. If you want, you can sort of customize them as per your wish, and then share with people. So that value addition is because so much knowledge is available around us, and if you can share that, never think that this people must be knowing about it. No, they may not know about it. So ensure that you do a content curation. Third, the fourth C is conversion. Now, once you are getting connected, people are responding to your content and your feeds which are there. Ensure that all those interested people, you talk to them, you speak with them, you get connected, and then try to convert the prospects to your customers, prospects to qualified prospect. So that improvement you will be able to do when you have a qualified prospect or the customer. So conversion is an important part, wherein you do all the activities, you conduct all the conversations with them, either on telephone or email or personally meeting them, and try to convert them to your products and your services. And the last C is about consistent prospecting. Prospecting is not something you do haphazardly. You need to be doing it consistently. So if you follow all those 5 C's, I am sure that you will be able to do social prospecting beautifully. You will have qualified leads, and once you have the leads, probably you'll talk about you'll find out their needs and offer your solutions and get the business. So please try it out. It's going to work. Thank you so much and all the best.
Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And for more professional updates, follow our LinkedIn.